Hello and welcome back to another episode of Goa 365 Story Behind the Story. Now this is very interesting. We got slightly diverted with the smell and with the increased revenue in the previous episode, but this time let's get back to a couple of. I will like I told, like I promised Sandesh from up in the previous episode that I will start with it. Yes, Sandesh, come on. Now you.
See, as some of the panelists have said that there is a smell of some scam. Okay, you have smell. Investigate in the right way. Investigate.
You're not okay. You're okay with the investigation.
We are okay with the investigations. Okay. None of our leaders have denied.
They are not guilty.
That is the reason Manish Sisodia for past 1 year have been cooperating with the investigation. Okay. His lockers, his personal house, his paternal houses, everything were raided. They were raided in a way which government agencies are not supposed to, but they did. They got into their personal things. Everything was done. After that also they did not find anything, and today they have arrested. Fine, not an issue. We will fight it out. We have no issues. Second thing, another thing was mentioned about Satyendra Jain. Satyendra Jain, when his bail application was heard, I'm just trying to tell you how the government is using all their powers to deny justice to certain people. And which people? The people who are not agreeing to their terms. When his bail application was being heard, the verdict was kept on hold. When the verdict was kept on hold, that is the time that judge was changed. He was transferred, and then the next judge took over, and he was denied a bail. This is how our government, our judiciary is being compromised.
I like to open this on a political front. I don't want to get into this judiciary.
Only small part. Well, at least 2-3 things. First of all, as far as Anti-Corruption Act is concerned, when a scam of this magnitude takes place, go back in history, each and every politician has been arrested, be it Sukram, I think he was recollecting name of Sukram, once a telecom minister. Then go to Lalu Yadav, take anybody, Deputy CM of Maharashtra who spent 2 or 3 years in the jail. Name the politician, each and every police station has been arrested by the agencies irrespective. One, those who have got bail only by way of a court. They have got in court, including the anticipatory bail. Whoever has got, it is not that the agencies have picked and choice. So and these politicians have been arrested in different eras. Not all have been arrested in BJP. So don't claim which and everywhere. So if you were to say that only present government is doing this, then you will have to make similar allegations against the past government, because all these people have not been arrested in BJP's time. They have been arrested in past government.
I think also. We need to
so
therefore, see, when you talk of Lalu Yadav, he is convicted and he is inside.
But
please let us not say that
he was arrested also. He was arrested during the.
He is inside after conviction.
Please check your facts. Check your facts. He was arrested during
100%.
During the trial. He was arrested. He did not get bail. Please check. He was got for months together. He was in jail. Pre-arrest. I am not talking post-conviction. Of course, he will be in jail. But during the investigation, when a FIR was lodged, he was in jail on several counts. And not in multiple this. And as far as transfer of the judges are concerned, that's a very unfortunate.
Let's not get into
transfer of judges is done.
I think someone. I think Satyendra Jain need not be protected here, because there is a money trail there.
Correct.
So let us. I think Sandesh made a mistake. Sandesh made a mistake of bringing him here.
I think there is no money trail.
Where there is money trail,
there is no money trail. Law will take its own course. No issues.
By the way,
there is no money trail.
Satyendra Jail has been rejected multiple times, not just one time, and it has been rejected by various courts, trial court as well as the appellate court.
Rajan, you are quiet for some time.
See, we must understand, like Dr. said first only, the judiciary is not prepared to stand up to this robust.
That I don't agree.
That is not correct.
That I don't agree.
Let me finish.
Maybe in sometimes
No,
the lower court may not.
No, I will tell you what happens.
Let me finish now. See the post-retirement appointments that are being made.
Exactly.
Please understand.
No, no, what-
Can you run away from this situation? Very important judgments are given, and those judges are immediately within 3 months.
No, no.
appointed.
What
Are
What-
lieutenant
what is the
governors
message?
and governors.
See,
What is the
what
message?
I
The same
think-
BJP.
No, no.
The 1 minute. Arun Jaitley is on record as the law minister. This should be stopped. A prominent minister from the BJP. But poor for after that, this is going vigorously.
Post-retirement position is there should be a policy.
Yes.
There should be a policy which is to be pushed by the collegium, by the judges. The Supreme Court has to push a policy saying that after probably maybe they should sign an affidavit after being made a Supreme Court or High Court judge for the next 2 years they cannot take this. That should be pushed by the judiciary and the government. See, for example, suppose if I retire tomorrow, if there is no policy, there is no rule, I'm going to get a job. Why shouldn't I take it? So ultimately, it's about money, no? Pension may not be enough. You're used
No,
to.
I am not.
No, no.
My point is that.
1 minute.
Yeah.
Okay,
I am on
what
the
people
people's
want to
confidence.
see-
The people's confidence
See, the
shattered.
point- make a policy.
the point I was trying to make is like
Yes.
this. See, we have, as I have said in the beginning, we have been following a great principle, and that principle is something called the principle of silence. Now, this principle came out in America in the year 1935, something called Miranda versus Arizona. It was a case, Miranda versus Arizona, where they said that the accused is entitled to keep quiet.
Fifth Amendment is there only.
Then in our
That is
Constitution,
granted.
20/3,
Yes.
20/3 also talks of
Self-incrimination doesn't allow.
silence.
Yes, self-incrimination.
Now,
is there.
in fact,
That absolutely. That point is
in
granted.
fact, he is entitled to silence.
Yes.
So I am saying that whether it is Satyendra Jain, whether it is Manish Sisodia, P. Chidambaram,
Anyone.
every accused, particularly accused who are where you can conduct an investigation where there is paper
Documents.
a offense which is based upon documents, you have to use that and not use the accused.
Why you think that
Statements.
is being used? Why?
Because I will tell you. Sorry, because the police, see, firstly, our conviction rate is so less.
Very bad.
Very bad.
Very bad.
Whatever ED has been convicting is, according to me, less than 1% or maybe a percent.
I don't
So
know.
there is
Around
no,
1%.
so
It's
there is
around a
nothing.
percent,
So, yeah. So in that situation, somehow the government of the day feels that let the process be the punishment. So
Exactly.
since the
That's
since
what
the
is
process
happening.
is
This
yes.
I agree.
Now, if the process is the punishment, then how will you allow process to be punishment? Talk of something called custodial interrogation. Sukram needed to be custodially interrogated. P. Chidambaram custodially
But this is
interrogated.
across governments.
Yes, what is that?
Is this type of a situation across governments?
Yes.
See, I will, sorry, I will tell you. This,
Before 2014, this was going on.
according to
Yes,
me,
it was going on, but very rarely.
see, according to me, please, let us just a minute. This is almost happening from Sukram's time.
Wait,
one
parent of a CBI.
Wait,
I'm very interested in that.
Rao's time.
Who had said?
Rao's time.
Who had said?
Narsiv Rao's time.
Who had said?
Supreme Court said.
Supreme Court said it.
And who was the prime minister?
No, but the
prime
problem,
minister was called. Which party?
Congress.
See the problem today.
this was very rare in those days.
The problem is something
Not
different.
rampant, every day
The
it
problem
happened.
is something different. Today you have a situation whereby almost 95% of the people who are in custody or being pushed are those who are opposed to the ruling establishment. One,
That is
the
the
ruling establishment.
These
Wait, please,
allegations,
please, let me
it's
talk.
been going on
If it
centuries.
is, if it has been going for if it is the civil society, you use UAPA against them, and if are these politicians, then it is ED, IB, CBI, and this is around 5% of the ruling side. About 95%. These are figures that are available on day-to-day basis. What is new about it? These are figures which you are getting every day. At the end of the day, you sit down with any analysis, you get this. See, the whole problem is the law is being used.
Misused.
Yeah, okay, I am using the word used to see that people are suppressed. There is no opposition. This is doing no good to the country. Our country is no longer following a good criminal justice system. The system is absolutely rotten.
See, such a huge, you're talking about big people. Look at the smaller cases like robbery, molestation, woman trafficking. See the conviction rates of these things. 2%, 3%, murder, heinous crimes. See, detection is not enough. You detect, say, no, the police say, we have detected 50%, we have detected 60%. Arre, check the conviction rates and then we'll talk.
As far as conviction rate is concerned,
My point is conviction rate. Then you're guilty. No, if you're arrested, you're not guilty.
see, correct. See, conviction is separate debate. That's are you meant to say that if there is no conviction rate, you should not arrest? Therefore, because there is a less.
No,
that
arrest
arrest has to be on merit. No, there is no question of
Arrest on
that's
merit,
the
I don't know.
arrest. As far as arrest is, see, just as he was saying, accused has a right of remaining silent
And bail also.
and bail also. Then criminal procedure code also tells, and IPC also tells about when a person should be accused, when a person should be arrested. Are you trying to say that they are when arrest is in non-cognizable matter they are arrested?
No, sorry.
So therefore, court has
not
not.
cognizable
See,
as well.
once you are arrested,
it is like-
once you are arrested, at best you can kept in the custody for 24
it is like-
hours.
it is like, I will tell you.
Thereafter, it is the court which decides whether you will stay in the
See,
jail or not.
let us take this
People
example
have-
very clearly. When Digambar Kamath got anticipated bail, it is because there is a judgment called Arnesh Kumar, which said that if you want to arrest somebody, you must give reasons why you want to arrest him.
No, this is not a case where this is certainly not a magnitude of this corruption is not covered by Arnesh Kumar at all. Second, where you raid a particular premise, let's say some human trafficking is going on, police go and raid a particular premises. At that time, if somebody is arrested, Arnesh Kumar is not applicable. So let us not bring in something which is not.
No. We are talking of
Arnesh Kumar is
requirement.
total different.
We are talking of
Arnesh Kumar-
requirement to arrest.
So this
Okay,
is.
I need to take a small break. I need to take a small
Absolutely.
break. Take a small breath back, and then we will come back to this. I'll see you on the other side. Keep watching Goa 365. Welcome back. Now, Trajan Bab, you've been quiet. Last time also I pointed.
No,
this
no,
out.
I just want to
I will tell
respond.
you.
Rajan
See,
Bab being quiet is
Rajan
a
Bab,
good
yeah, which is very surprising.
good thing.
Shocking.
I
It's a
ju-
good thing.
I want to say one thing.
Yeah, it's a-
If you see in 2004,
yes.
the number of allies with the present government in the NDA, and as of today, they have lost.
They don't need allies,
What?
probably.
Therefore, they have made the CBI, the ED and the IT, they are
Allies.
allies, and using them in such a way to terrorize the opponents. You either come this side or you are going inside.
Okay, Sandesh, before I bring you in, I want, Doctor, now what Trajan Bab is saying is prima facie on the face, possibly it is true, not true. Why I'm not bringing your in because it will become
Yeah,
too many.
okay.
I'm bringing Doctor in.
Yeah.
But in looking at it in hindsight, could that possibly backfire? Because ultimately elections are elections. You can do election management to a certain extent, but ultimately you feel that this
Because
is
then
being-
you have the
One second.
EVM machines to manipulate.
I don't
See,
believe in that.
Bah.
I'm sorry. I'm going on
Chief
record.
Justice
I don't believe in that.
or moderator could not Chief Justice the
Of course. So what I'm saying is, would this be Foucault publicity for Arvind Kejriwal and AAP saying that, "Arey, we are fighting against the government"? See, because ultimately you have to remember, 35 to 40% BJP, 20% Congress, 40% others. Would that be a Foucault publicity?
that it could all happen. We don't know.
I'm just saying,
in the sense like Satyendra Jain, I don't expect him to be inside for long.
Yeah, I agree.
He should be coming out sooner. As he comes out sooner, he would be portrayed as a big saint. There would be processions that would be taken. To what extent they
It will work.
Convert.
To what extent they work? Because finally,
As far as votes are concerned.
Kejriwal also is very sharp. How they will work it out in their favor, we don't know. But one thing that has finally happened is their image
Yeah,
has
that's what
got
I'm asking.
dented.
Has
At this
it-
stage,
yes, has it-
it has got.
see, at this stage, their image has got dented.
Okay.
And if you look at their first 5 years, they were coming out as, a alternative narrative. Today they don't have an alternative narrative, and their narrative is Congress is weak, Congress can't fight BJP. So we are fighting Congress. So
Definitely.
come with us. So this has been the narrative, at least in the last 5 years.
Political, huh?
As Dr. said about AAP.
Yes.
AAP has come up.
Before that time, let me interrupt you. Sorry. You were talking about EVMs. You all are in power in West Bengal. How was that voting done on ballot paper?
See, it all depends how the check is.
No, it is by EC. The EVMs are not controlled by state government. It is controlled by EC. I'm sorry.
1 minute.
And you mean to say the AC is not controlled?
So then how they won in West
No,
Bengal?
no,
How you
I-
all won in Delhi?
see.
How you all won in Punjab?
See,
What
see.
are you all bribed the EC
See,
to
see,
win in
see,
Punjab and
see.
Delhi? No, answer me. I'm
Not-
not on
I'm-
record. I'm asking
I
you a
asked you a
straight
question. I didn't say anything. I didn't make a statement.
Good.
I asked you a
He
question.
made a statement, so I
No,
answered it.
one
How
minute.
did you all win in West Bengal? Such a huge margin after BJP spent so much of effort, political and every effort to beat you. How you all won that?
1 minute.
Who
Let's
did you all
come back
catch
to
in
it. EVM will come after us.
Okay.
I want to touch and go
Yes,
further.
please go ahead.
What Dr. said about AAP.
Yeah.
AAP is not taking any. AAP has come up from a situation in a conspiracy with the BJP.
Okay.
This is not.
I object to this. I object to this. I object to this. See,
You are
no, even Sudesh,
No, no,
even
let-
Sudesh said it.
Put your argument
Even Sudesh
forward.
mentioned IAC. I'm telling you, BJP is has benefited the most out of
People
IAC.
like Prashant
And
Bhushan and all who are with them have exposed
IAC was bought only to support BJP, but AAP has come out of it.
See, this is like saying.
Arey, don't say like that. Don't say
Yeah, it
loudly.
was.
What you are saying?
No, initially,
What he said is exactly.
reality
What
in
was
the sense
it?
what way?
Now I'm lost.
See, not all were part of it. Not all were part.
Arey Baba.
When this fact was open,
See, at least when
we
the facts
kept
are
away
open.
from it.
See, one minute. At least when the at least when the facts and figures are in open, when they have formed government twice, at least it's least to say that they are.
Correct.
They are because this is like saying Shah Rukh Khan only is buying his ticket so that Pathan becomes a hit movie. I mean, this is like ridiculous. Movie is doing well. You pay 33% tax to the government
This is
and buy a
surprise.
ticket so that
Dr.
you become-
Saman,
I mean,
he's taking the part of our 1 minute.
no,
Because
it's
Definitely,
not-
it is a fact. It is a fact.
It's a fact.
Listen, I'll praise you for something.
No, I don't have praise.
Listen,
Let me talk.
See, your party has got elected twice. Thrice in Bengal.
But by
not
ballot
achievement?
paper,
Are
those
you
are
to
by
say-
ballot
are you
paper,
to
not
say that-
EVMs.
Are you to say that you are good to BJP? That's why you have won, or
Ah,
that they are good to
exactly.
1
BJP?
minute.
But they have won in
This is-
Punjab.
no, no,
See,
see,
do we-
people-
do we-
How you are
people have
comparing
voted-
that?
people
What-
have- people
Please
have voted
understand.
for
No,
you.
no.
Do
Please
we
understand.
need to say that
The India
TMC came
against
to Goa
corruption.
at the last moment
1
to
minute.
support BJP?
India against corruption.
You
Was
asked-
TMC involved in that? No. AAP was involved.
Do
in
you
that.
mean to say-
Kejriwal was
There was
involved
no
in that.
half that time.
Do you,
Kejriwal was
Rojanbab,
involved.
do you mean to say TMC got into Goa only to support BJP at the last moment?
Let's come to that afterwards.
So you are-
TMC came to Goa.
Yeah.
Now 8 people from Congress went to BJP. Who is this person?
What was
TMC?
it at the last moment? Why did it come?
Are we not free to come?
You are-
What did you do last time?
See,
20%, 29%, 28%.
For 2022 election, TMC for the election, AAP for the election, RG for the election, Shiv Sena for the election, MG for the election. The end result is BJP came in 26. That is what
That's what
is
that-
needed.
See, ultimately the people who will decide.
Now, it is all ifs and buts.
That is all it is needed. Means we want that only, he says.
No, it is all ifs and buts. If your party has credibility, if your party has delivered, people vote for you. Otherwise, your vote, people doesn't.
Why doesn't BJP go by it?
People
It was the people of Delhi who denied them power in the municipal elections, and why they prolonged the mayor election so long.
Who prolonged?
See,
BJP, definitely. Who else can do it?
Who else? You are assuming facts.
We are not assuming. It's a fact.
See, the
No, no,
fact
it's an open
are
fact.
not aligned with
It's
it.
an open fact.
MCD over, cover, dale, mayor was
You have got the mayor.
Yeah, you have got the mayor. My point is, see, I'm not I'm still on the same point that I spoke to those. Will this ultimately be a self goal for BJP or not?
It
See,
is.
I'm not saying
I
even
will
now,
see.
even
I
now,
will take
wait,
it. I will
being
take
very
it.
political,
actually-
even now I'm saying that this
No, no.
present dispensation will come
No,
to
no,
power.
actually-
Most likely BJP will get on its own, but will it affect in number
No,
of
no,
seats?
actually
That is what I'm
speaking, BJP must be having their game plan ready.
Yes.
what exactly they want, how they will go about. They must be having their game plan ready. But at the same time, Arvind Kejriwal, you can't underestimate.
At all.
He
I
is
totally
political. He is
agree.
politically naive. Not naive. Sorry, not political. Not naive.
Okay.
But extremely smart politics, sharp
Yes.
politics. So how he
But
will,
they make mistakes like they did in Goa last time. They started off well and then they made a few mistakes. That I.
no mistakes.
We-
Mistakes everybody does.
Everybody does.
But then how that will pan
But
out, we are unable
Shah,
to.
I know because I have interacted with him. He's a very shrewd thinker.
Let us take the present scenario
Because he
its
shrewdly
impact-
managed to come out from there, no?
and its
by
impact.
by conspiring with them. That is what shocked
See,
them.
let us take the
I
present
wanted
scenario.
to respond to actually.
See, let
That
us
is what
take the
shocked them,
present
no? The
scenario.
BJP.
Let us take the present
Like
scenario.
Yogendra
and how
Yadav,
it will
Prashant
affect-
Bhushan, they are required. They were the people who formed the AAP. How, what sharp
Yogen-
is?
the type of-
Required is counter a sharp.
The
Where they are today, where they are today.
Yeah,
Where
the
Prashant
type of
They are there,
political
very much.
ability Prashant Bhushan
See,
and
they are not
Yogendra
born politicians.
Yadav
Are they
play.
apt?
He's not going
No.
to succeed anywhere. Where will
Because
he
they
succeed?
found
I
a
don't
Can
know.
I respond now? Can I
Yeah,
They
respond?
found him as a
okay,
counter.
just interrupt. Don't waste.
Can I respond? Okay. After all this, since last 10 years, AAP has been there. AAP has grown.
Yes.
Right from the first day, there have been people who have been talking against AAP. People who were a part of IIC and then got into BJP, they have been talking against AAP. BJP has been talking against, who took the most benefit of IIC also have been talking against AAP. But from there, we have grown. There have been n number of cases. There are almost 27 cases on Arvind Kejriwal. Not a single has been proved. Not a single has been proved against anybody. And AAP has, continuously, AAP has continued to grow. We have government in Punjab. The first time we contested, we got 28 seats. The second time when we contested, it was almost like BJP and Congress came together against AAP, to keep AAP away. But the third time again, Punjab, we have got thumping majority. We are into government and we are doing extremely well there. All these actions, what are happening now, are happening only with the eye on the 2024 elections. It is only Arvind Kejriwal who's seen, by throughout the country, when people talk about a central leadership against Modi, Arvind Kejriwal is one prominent figure. In most of the surveys, it is coming up. It's one politician. Yeah, it's one politician who is coming up. This is the party which is growing rapidly. And that is the reason
Okay,
all
sir,
these
one
things
thing
are
I'll
happening.
grant. Besides, Congress is in how many states Congress is there?
Three to
Four.
four.
three, four states. See, but
AAP is
Himachal, Chhattisgarh,
one big.
Chhattisgarh, Himachal.
and in
No,
Rajasthan.
but the problem is not
Rajasthan.
number of states.
Big
Somehow
states.
they are holding about 20% vote share in their worst performance.
22,
Yeah.
yes.
See, 22% in their
Pan
worst
India,
performance.
Pan India.
Pan India. That is their strength.
Yeah.
Yes.
That
So,
is the issue.
yeah, absolutely. So
And,
the-
and another thing, what I wanted to, he said, like, we are not propagating what we came up for. Actually, we are.
No,
We-
you're misunderstood.
Yeah.
No, miss. This is Dottor's the fixed point. Many times he's
Yeah.
spoken about this. See, ideology is different. Like, say, for example, BJP has an ideology, right? The Shiv Sena has an ideology. The Congress has an ideology. Okay, now what Dottor is trying to say is that AAP has no specific ideology. It is a party which offers services. See, everybody swears by the constitution. I would like to think so, but
What is the government for?
no, that is different. That
What
is
is the government for?
Government is
That is
different.
governance.
So,
Party
so when you
Party is there.
yeah,
No,
so for governance, what you need to have?
No. We are not
Party.
talking about governance.
Party should have a
Party.
philosophy.
Party should have a philosophy.
Yeah, what?
It's
Of course.
anti-corruption.
No, the
We have
anti-corruption
gone
is
by
not-
it.
Anti-corruption is
Anti-corruption.
not-
We have gone by it.
See, anti-corruption is a stand, it's
Recently
not a
there is a
philosophy.
case. Recently there was a case in Punjab where we found our minister involved. We have got him arrested.
No.
Thank to Manish
Glenn, I want to come
Sisodia,
in. Glenn, I want to come
Satyendra
in.
Jain also resigned the same
No,
day.
I want to
Baba,
come in.
Baba,
I
you
want
check
to-
out with Digambar
He
Kamath who is with you.
I just want to.
Anti-corruption is not philosophy.
See, anti-corruption is a stand. It can't be a.
I know, it's not a philosophy. Sorry.
See,
yeah.
as far as see that point which Dottor makes is
Because the real
completely
philosophy in
valid.
Indian
See,
politics is corruption.
if you want to run a party, and form a government at the center, then you you have to have clear cut constitution in the place of the party, which clearly spells out what will be your power structure, what do you stand for, what is the philosophy of your party, what is the programs, what is project.
And side by side a washing machine.
See, you see.
What is all the philosophies?
See,
What is the use of all this philosophy that you have a washing machine that side?
Can we have
What
this
nonsense
discussion
is
of
this?
philosophy
You give a washing machine side, this one side doesn't take. What is that?
Can we have this discussion?
Listen. As far as their, see, you look at their working. You look at their
Perfect
working.
working.
Even
His philosophy is with the washing machine.
They are.
It doesn't work. It's a philosophy.
Washing machine.
What is the philosophy?
If you want to talk about washing machine, we'll talk about
We later
separate.
not
talk, separate.
See, top loading also.
You cannot talk of philosophies. You cannot talk with some philosophies. You cannot talk of philosophy. You cannot talk of any agenda with a washing machine at the side of it.
The washing machine is the most important thing.
Dudar, I am out of time. We'll discuss washing machines.
Yeah, we have-
some other time, please, if you don't mind. Guys, thank you very much. But I don't know. Trajan makes it interesting when he starts to talk. We will discuss philosophies and washing machines and whatever you want to discuss. But next time, I am out of time completely. This was a very specific discussion on the AAP incidents in Delhi, the arrests and all, and whether it is the political part of it. So it was. I think we've come to some sort of a conclusion, though we exceeded our brief. I think a little bit here and there. Thank you, Trajan Bab, Sandesh Bab, good defense, spirited. Thank you, Saman Bab,
Thank you.
Sudesh Bab, Doctor, thank you very much. Thank you. And this was very interesting, but it looks like as the elections are going to come closer, this is going to happen more. And also in our studios too. It's going to get very interesting. It is probably going to get very mucky, very dirty, and then we'll need washing machines to clean all the dirt up. Thank you guys. Thank you. Thank you again. Thank you. And keep watching Goa 365.